Good morning, students. I hope all of you are keeping fine. We are going to start our half yearly syllabus in moral science. All right? We are going to start lesson 3. This is the selfish crows in class 4A moral science. From here, we are starting our half yearly syllabus. Remember that? All right? So you see the picture. We are going to start this lesson. This lesson is about the selfish crows. Alright. Here we are going to learn many things. Here we are going to learn about politeness. Alright. What is actually politeness? We are going to learn in this story. And if you are polite to someone, how this affects you. We are also going to learn this. Here we are going to learn some moral values because we are studying moral science. Here why do we study moral science? Because we get moral values by reading moral science, by understanding moral science, isn't it? Alright. So why we are reading the selfish crows? Okay. So why we are reading this story? Because here we are going to learn about politeness. And what is politeness? Politeness is the practical application of good manners. If you are good mannered, you are well behaved, people will say that you are polite. Okay. This is actually, politeness is the practical application of good manners or etiquette. Etiquette is manners, good manners. So as not to offend others. So you should not offend anyone. You should not make anyone angry. You should not make anyone sad. And how can you do this? If you are polite, you are not going to offend anyone. By your sayings, whatever you say or whatever you will do, people will feel happy. People will make friends with you. Okay. Politeness is very important. Alright. And it should come from your within. It is not going to come from outside. Okay, it should come from your within because politeness is an inexpensive way of making friends. If you are polite, if you are well behaved, you will see you will have a lot of friends, many friends, isn't it? And you have to follow yourself, that you have to see that the habits that you have are polite or not. Are you well behaved? Do you talk softly? Do you listen to others? Okay, all these things are symbols of politeness. Alright? Polite means showing regards for others. You respect others. You love others. In manners, in your behavior, in your speech, in your saying, whatever you do in your behavior. Alright? So we are going to start this story, The Selfish Crows. Okay? A man never loses anything by politeness. If you are polite, you are not going to lose anything. So you see that if you are polite, you are not going to lose anything. Always you are going to gain. You will gain friends. Everyone will behave properly with you. Alright. So let us start this story. Here we are going to study about the selfish crows. Okay. And we are also going to study about a small little bird. Alright. Manna, small little bird. We are also going to study about that bird, about the crows, the selfish crows and the manna, small little bird, that is manna. Alright. So let us start the story. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a very big forest. Okay, you know what is the forest? A jungle, a very big jungle, that is the forest where animals live. There on a huge banyan tree lived many crows. So there was a huge tree, that was a banyan tree. Okay, you have seen banyan tree. Alright, there lived many crows. And you see in the trees only, they make their nest. Different kinds of birds, they make their nest. So here in this tree lived many crows. They were selfish and arrogant. They were very selfish. They were very proud of themselves. They were very arrogant. Alright. They always quarreled with other birds. They did not cooperate with other birds. They always quarreled. Quarreled means what? They used to say something. There was a fight. They did not behave well. Okay. This behavior irritated other birds. The other birds did not like this kind of behavior. They were irritated. They did not feel good. They had no friends, as no one liked them. They had no friends. So the selfish crows, they had no friends. Why? Because nobody liked them. They used to quarrel with other birds. They were selfish. They were arrogant. When the rainy season came, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Now you know this is rainy season going on, isn't it? So you know, now and then dark clouds are in the sky. They gather in the sky and suddenly it becomes dark and it starts raining, isn't it? Alright, so you see here, after that, a small manna was returning to her nest. You have seen a manna, that is a small bird. She was returning to her nest, alright. When she was passing by the banyan tree, because banyan tree is a very big tree, she was passing by that tree and she was returning. It started raining. Suddenly it started raining on her way. I will stay here for a while until it stops raining. What she thought? That she will stop in the banyan tree. Okay, there she will stop for a while. She will take rest, she thought, and it took rest on the banyan tree for a while. That means it sat on the banyan tree for a while, for some time. The selfish crows saw her perching on the tree. They saw her coming towards the tree and sitting on the tree, okay? Perching on the tree. One of them shouted. What did they shout? Get off the tree. She sat there on the tree, on the branch. So one of them shouted. There were many crows, and one crow shouted, get off the tree. Get off the tree means go away from this tree. This tree belongs to us. They said that as if this tree was of the crows. Okay. The manna humbly pleaded. See, she was polite. Humbly. She was very polite. Okay. Pleaded. Requested. Pleaded means to request. Very, you can say, in a very humble voice, in a very low voice, in a very polite voice, she requested. The weather is bad and my nest is far off from this forest. The weather is very bad because it was raining. And she said that my nest is far off from this forest. Maybe it was little far. Please take a rest for a while on this tree. She said that please let me take little rest for a while, for some time on this tree, brother. As soon as it stops raining, I will return to my nest. So what the manna said, that as soon as it is going to stop, the rain will stop, I will return. For that time, please let me sit here. Leave this banyan tree at once, or we will peck you, said the other crows. Leave the banyan tree. So what did the crows? They said to the little manna that leave this banyan tree. Immediately you leave, or we will peck you. You know, with the beaks, birds peck. Okay, that is pecking, said the other crows. So, what the other crows said? Otherwise, if you don't leave, we are going to peck you. The merciless tendency of the selfish crows scared the manna. See, they were merciless. Their behavior, we do not actually appreciate this kind of behavior. The manna, even she also did not like this kind of behavior. It was very merciless because it was raining. They should have said her that you please sit here till the rain stops. But what they did, their attitude, it was very different, isn't it? Because they were selfish, they were arrogant, they were even merciless. Okay, so what they did, they tried to scare the manna, and she was also very scared. She was frightened. What is the meaning of scared? Frightened. The manna found no other way except to fly off. She thought that they will peck me. She was very frightened. So there was no other way for her. She flew off actually, okay? Then immediately the manna flew off to a nearby tree. Nearby there was a tree. She went and sat there, where luckily she found a hollow in a broken branch. See, the branch was broken and a hollow. Hollow means there was, you can say, there was a place where she can hide herself. She can go there and sit there, and she can feel safe from the rain. Alright, so she found a hollow there in a broken branch. There was a hollow in between the branches there was a hollow. Okay, so she took her shelter there. She sat there inside the hollow and she took her shelter there. There at least she was feeling safe. See, after that what happened? Shortly after that, the rain became heavy. It started raining very heavily, followed by thunderstorm. You know what is thunderstorm? Lightning is there, thunderstorm is there. Means heavily it was raining, and there were sounds also, because when there is a thunderstorm, there is a big sound. The wind was in high speed. It was blowing like a storm. It was blowing in a very high speed. Even the leaves and the branches were not enough to give shelter to the crows. See, leaves are there in a banyan tree, branches are there, but they were also not enough. Okay, because it was raining so heavily and the wind was blowing, means at a very high speed the wind was blowing. So the leaves were moving here and there. It cannot give proper protection or give proper shelter to the crows. The banyan tree, isn't it? Many of the branches of many trees in which the crows had taken shelter were damaged and hurt by the hailstones. You know what are hailstones? Small ice. They were falling like snow. It was falling. Those were the hailstones. Okay, and the branches were not enough. Okay, the many of the branches of many trees in which the crows had taken shelter, where they were sitting, they were also, see, when the hailstones will fall, what will happen? It is going to hurt the birds. Okay, so because of the hailstones, what happened? The crows were also hurt. Okay, but the manna was safe inside the hollow place in the tree. But you see, where was the manna? She was in the other tree. But she was safe there because she found a place, a hollow place in that tree, and she was safe there. Alright? And you see here, this banyan tree was damaged because of the hailstones that were falling. And the wind was blowing, it was raining altogether, the tree was damaged. Okay. And it cannot give now protection to the crows. Alright. One of the crows said, look at the manna. See, now they can see the manna from their tree. So one of the crows said, look at the manna, how comfortable she is. Let us go there. That how in a very good place she was. She was very comfortable. So let us go there, she said. Another crow said, I do not think she will let us share the hollow. So another crow said, see, why she will let her share? She will not share, because this was their thinking. How they behaved. Just imagine how they behaved with the little manna, with that small little bird. So now they were also thinking that return they are going to get that same behavior in return. So they are saying that I do not think, one of the crows, they were saying that I do not think she will let us share the hollow. We did not have sympathy for her when she was in need of this tree. Really, this was actually the truth. They did not give any sympathy to her, or they did not have any sympathy for her. In that bad weather, a small little bird, a small little manna bird, okay, they did not help her when she was in need. Then another crow said, we should not have been so rude. They were so rude. They were talking so roughly. So now they are realizing, just imagine, we forgot that we may need help someday. So what they are saying, that we forgot that the crows forgot. They forgot that they may also need help sometime or someday, isn't it? All right. So you see here, suddenly the manna called out, come my friends. What did the manna say? That come my friends. From the manna, just imagine, come to this hollow or you will get hurt, because there were hailstones were falling. So she said that please come here, come to this hollow. The rain is not going to stop soon, because it was heavily raining. The weather was so bad, and it seemed that the rain was not going to stop. It seems that it may rain for a long time. By seeing the weather, they can it was an imagination. They thought that it would rain for a long time. The crows flew down to the hollow. See, now the crows went there to the hollow, to that tree. They thanked the manna. Now their behavior changed. They thanked. We are sorry for having unkind dear friend. Now crows are saying that we have been very unkind, we had been very rude, we are very sorry for that. Now they are apologizing for their behavior. Now we will never be so selfish. Now you see, now they realized that they were so selfish with the little manna. Then the crows took shelter in the hollow place of the tree in which the manna had taken her shelter. See, now the crows, where they took the shelter? They took the shelter in that tree, in that place where, in the tree where the hollow was there. All right. After some time, it stopped raining. After some time, what happened? It stopped raining. All the birds flew to their respective nests happily as new friends. Now, after the rain stopped, what happened? They all went to their particular nests. They went happily as new friends. Now, see, they all became friends. The crows, they became friends with the little manna. So, after the rain stopped, they all flew to their respective nests. Okay. So children, we have finished this story. Now what is the moral of this story? Okay, what is the moral? The moral is polite words open iron gates. If you are polite to someone, you can even open iron gates. Alright, that is the meaning. If somebody behaves very badly with you also, but if you are polite, things are going to change. Okay, or politeness costs nothing but gains many things. Here you see the small little manna. She was so polite, so humble, so kind. Okay, because of that, even the crows, the selfish crows, they were arrogant, they were rude, they were unkind, they were merciless, but they changed, isn't it? So politeness costs nothing. What did it cost to the manna to be polite? Nothing. But she gained many things. What did she gain? She gained new friends. She could change them. Or always be kind to others. We should always be kind to others. Or when somebody is in need, we should help them. Okay, you can be polite if you greet everyone with a smile. Suppose in the morning you meet someone, you should greet with a smile. Okay, by seeing your face, everybody feels good. Okay, if you should greet everyone when in the morning, your classmates, your teachers, everyone, greet with a smile. When you get up at home in the morning, greet your parents with a smile. Give due respect to family members, neighbors and classmates. Whatever respect, see how we should behave properly with them. Isn't it? With our family members, whoever are there in our families, our grandparents. Okay, they are old, but we should give them respect, give them love. Okay, with our neighbors who are residing beside us, who are beside our houses, our classmates who are studying with us. Okay, we should not, if we are angry for any reason, we should not show them our anger, isn't it? That's why we should behave properly with everyone. Greet them with a namaste or good morning. That is the thing we discussed just now. When you meet in the morning, when you meet in the evening, a simple word just to say good morning, good evening, etc. Or by touching the feet of elders. When you meet your elders, you should touch their feet. This is a very good gesture. Okay, or you greet them with a namaste. All right, use magic words like please, thank you and sorry with everyone. See, whenever you talk with anyone, use these words, please. Okay, you are asking for something, please, thank you and sorry. You see, these are all magic words. If you say these words, see, a person will feel good. If you say ask for something, please, you use the word please. When you get something, use the word thank you. If you are by mistake you have done something, immediately you say sorry. So all these are magic words. Okay, so if you use these words, everyone will be happy. Okay, all right. Now you see here some think and tell, isn't it? Here you can see some questions are there that what scared the manna? Why was the manna scared? Isn't it? Why was the manna scared? Because she thought that they will peck him, the crows will peck him. They were not allowing the little manna to sit on that tree, on that banyan tree. So she was scared. Okay, she thought that they are going to peck him. So she was scared. And she found no other way except to fly off. There was no other way in front of her. She thought that the best way was to fly off from there. Okay. Now, how were the crows? You know, we studied here. They were selfish, they were arrogant, they were rude, they were merciless, isn't it? Why did the crow thank Manna? Why did the crows thank Manna? Because they changed their behavior. She only made them realized that what is kindness, what is the meaning of actual politeness, isn't it? She only thought by her good manners, isn't it? By her etiquette, how well mannered she was, how humble she was, by her speech, by her behavior, she taught them, isn't it? So the crows thanked Manna. They became friends at last. They became new friends. Okay, students, we have done this story. Please go through this story very nicely. The selfish crows. Here we are getting some moral, isn't it? From this story we are getting moral lesson. We are getting that we should always be polite. If you are polite, you can gain so many things. If you are polite in your words, in your behavior, in your speech, okay, you can get many things. You can gain many things without losing anything. So politeness costs nothing but gains many things, and you should always be polite to others. We should always be kind to others. We should always be polite to others. Okay, students, please go through this lesson thoroughly. Okay, thank you.